Class, my name is Guillermo Uribe, and this is my introduction video to you guys. I just finished my first year at FIU. I'm studying sports and fitness under the College of Education, and I'm taking this course to get to learn a little bit more about education, like what really entails in it, if it's something that I really want to pursue in my career, depending on what I'm studying. To follow the guidelines of the introduction video right here, my most memorable experience in life so far. I mean, there's been a ton, but I guess I would say the summer of 2014, which was the summer between my junior year and my senior year of high school, and that's really where I felt like there was a change in me, and I really underwent like a change of maturity, and I really started seeing things in a different way. Like before, I really wouldn't take things seriously. Then it was just like a wake up call. Like life's short. You gotta start taking things seriously. What am I most afraid of? I guess I'm just most afraid of failure. I always strive to work hardest. I strive to do things the correct way, and there's always that sense of, what if I can't do things correct? What if I fail in life? And I'm pretty sure that's a big feeling of fear for a lot of people as well. How often do I do things for others? I always just try to give myself towards others. Not try to do things for myself. If I have skills and I have talents, might as well spread it out to other people, not keep them to myself. To improve the quality of life in the world in many ways. My biggest pet peeve. I really don't get annoyed by much things. I really can't think of a certain pet peeve right now. I'm pretty easygoing that way. How often do I exercise and eat right? That's something big for me. I try to exercise and eat right, especially eating right. That's something that I take very seriously. I of course I sometimes you gotta live life and eat whatever you want, but definitely like within every day, like I always just try to push the effort and keeping track of what I eat, and also exercising. I play a lot of sports as well. That's something that's always been part of me. The last time I traveled outside of Florida was actually in January. I went to Washington, D.C. because there was a March for Life rally going on in front of the White House. And I actually went with the Catholic Panthers group here at FIU. It was a very fun trip, even though it was cut short, because, as you may or may not know, there was a winter storm that hit that weekend. So we actually had to leave Friday morning when we were supposed to stay there until Sunday morning, because if we stayed there, we would have had to stay stuck in a city without power in a giant blizzard for around like until Wednesday or something like that. And we couldn't afford to miss any more class, but we were able to find a way to get a bus back to Miami, and that was just a crazy, wild, but fun experience. One thing I would change about education, I mean, the first thing that comes to me is standardized testing, because I feel way too much emphasis is placed on it. Like, kids could be learning so much more, but instead, like, I heard my uncle talking about the other day. They did away with the FCAT, and they did this whole new system of standardized testing at the end of the year, and it's taking like months to finish it. That's ridiculous. Like, that could be so much more time that kids could be learning. One thing I would change about society, if I had all power in the world, I guess it would just be that people wouldn't be judgmental towards others. Everyone's different in their own way. Why do we have to point fingers so much? Why do we have to look at people with a sense of judgment? Like, oh, you did this to me. Oh, I did this to you. This guy's weird because he does this. This girl's weird because she does that. Yes, we are all different, and we all have our sense of moral beliefs and values, but there's a difference between believing what you believe and not being judgmental towards others and being hurtful in a sense just because someone does something that you don't agree with, or someone's different in any way because of race, gender, sexual orientation, whatever. That doesn't mean you have to be judgmental towards them. At the end of the day, of course, that is part of them, but that does not define them as a person. Everyone should be judged for the character, and what are they doing to improve this world? What are they doing to improve society? And the last question: you are stuck on an island and have one song to listen for the rest of eternity. first song that comes to my head would be the live rendition of Hotel California, just because I was listening to it last night in my car, and for some reason it's stuck in my head, and it's like one of the most beautiful performances there is. All right, I look forward to spending the semester with you guys, even though it's online through the discussion boards and stuff. All right, thank you.